Yo, what's going on everybody? I'm Tristan from Sonic Warriors, and today I'm introducing a brand new series on our channel, compilations of my all-time favorite guitar riffs. In these videos, we'll be looking at some of my all-time favorite guitar riffs from some of my all-time favorite bands and artists. We will also talk about the significance of the guitar riffs and how they make the songs sound really good. What's also interesting is that a lot of these songs actually have two separate guitar parts that are played by two guitarists. And they're interwoven in a certain way to make the song sound really great and really powerful. Alright, now, without further ado, let's get on with the video. In today's video, we'll be looking at riffs from one of my all-time favorite bands, Duran Duran. Duran Duran has been a personal favorite of mine for quite some time now. They're an awesome band, they have incredible songs, and despite being a new wave band, they have some pretty great guitar in their songs, if you ask me. Alright everyone, now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, now, the first song we'll be looking at is one of my all-time favorites, Hungry Like the Wolf. Released in 1982 on the Rio album, this is one of their signature songs, and it contains a really awesome slashing guitar riff that's played through a majority of the song, mostly through the intro and the verse. And it's really powerful. It's played mostly in the key of E, and it's a very simple riff, great for beginning guitarists. And it's really powerful, and it really gets the song going in a very fun way. Alright, let's take a look at it, shall we? Okay, now, there's another cool way you can play that riff. Let me show you what it looks like. It's really great if you're playing with another guitarist. Now, let's hear these two guitar parts played at the same time. Alright, now, for the chorus part of the song, the chorus is immensely powerful in this song. It's a very fun yet simple chord progression in the song. It's great for beginners. First it goes to a C, then to a G, and then to an F. And what's interesting is most of us probably thought that they play the F twice in this part, but that's not the case. If you listen very closely, it actually goes to a B flat chord. Then after that, it goes right back to a C, to a G, and then to an F chord, and then goes right to a D chord. Alright, now usually it's palm muted, but I like to strum it hard in this song because it gives it more energy because it's such a powerful song. Alright, let me show you what it looks like. Alright, now, let me show you how it sounds palm muted. how these parts go well together. Alright, now, for the next song, this song is amazing. It's a really good song. It's called Reach Up for the Sunrise, released in 2004 from the Astronaut album. First album since 1985 to feature all 5 original band members. This song is amazingly powerful. It really kicks me off into a good mood. It's one of my feel-good songs. It's amazing. And it features a blend of Andy Taylor's heavy guitar and Duran Duran's awesome new wave sound. What makes this riff really unique is that it's kind of a walking kind of riff. It's played through the verses, and it's basically tapping on the A string on the 3rd fret and then again on the 5th fret. Let me show you what it looks like. It's really good. Now, this song only has one guitar part, but suppose if you're playing this in a band with another guitarist and you guys don't want to play the same thing, because it sounds kind of weird. So what I've done is I've created my own little lead guitar riff that can be played over the rhythm guitar riff. It's basically played similar to the rhythm guitar riff, but in this situation it's being played on single notes instead. I was inspired a bit by Even Flow by Pearl Jam, which I will talk about in a later video. Alright, let me show you what it looks like. Now let's take a look at how these parts go well together. Now, for the chorus part of the song, the chorus is amazingly powerful in this song as well. It's really powerful and really gets the song going. And it's basically played with very simple chords, very simple chord progression, great for any beginner guitarist. It's basically a G to a D, then to an F, back to a D chord. And it's very powerful and strummed like 3 times for each shot, but you can do it many times you want because it's that kind of song is really powerful. Let me show you what it looks like. Now, just like the verse, I created a separate guitar part for the chorus as well. And we're also playing single notes, and we're playing them along to the melody of the song. Let me show you what it looks like. Now let's take a look at how these parts go well together. next song we're going to look at is Planet Earth. This was Duran Duran's very first song, released in 1981 off their eponymous debut album. This one is really interesting. It has a really cool vibe to it. Apparently it has something to do with the new romantic era, if you will. It's really cool. It has a really awesome guitar riff that's played throughout the verse of the song. And it's all single notes, and it's really cool. And there's actually another guitar part right underneath that I'll show you right after. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Now, for the second guitar part that's played during the verse, it's basically just hitting the top 3 strings on the 10th fret like so. It's just playing it like dit, 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 like that. Pretty simple, and yeah, let me show you what it looks like. Now let's put these two parts together and see how it sounds. Now before we get into the chorus, let's talk a bit about the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus, they have these little chords that are played during the part where he says, "Look now, look all around." So yeah, it's basically these little smaller chords right on it's in the shape of like a D chord, but it's played on like the 7th fret and the 5th fret. You just move between them, between each lyric. And then after that you play like an F power chord and then to a C chord. Let me show you what it looks like. It's really cool. The next guitar part is played over the pre-chorus. It sounds similar, only with a much higher pitch, and is played with more single notes kind of thing, if you will. Let me show you what it looks like. Now for the chorus of the song, Andy Taylor hits a low E chord, and then he goes on the A string on the 5th fret and goes to the 4th fret, 3rd fret, back to the low E chord. And he does that a few times throughout the chorus. And it's really powerful and really pumps up the chorus. It makes it sound incredible. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Now, the next guitar part in the chorus is very, very simple, and it can be heard very easily in the recording if you listen very closely. It's basically played on the high E and B string on the 7th and 8th frets. And it's just played like that through the entire chorus, if you listen very closely. And it actually sounds really cool, and it really gives the song a big boost. Let me show you what it sounds like. Alright, let's put these two parts together and see what we get. Now this song is another great classic. It's another one of the most famous songs. It's called Girls on Film. It has a really awesome slashing riff, which is played on the high E and B strings, and you just switch through several parts on the fretboard. And it's really, really good, and it's a very recognizable riff. And it's amazing. I'll show you what it looks like right now. Now for the chorus, it's just simple power chords again, but at the same time, it really gives it a lot of energy. And really, a lot of repetition in the song really powers it up. Let's take a look at it. So the next song we're going to look at is called Is There Something I Should Know? This is a very amazing song. It's very beautiful. It has a very beautiful melodic riff that's played during the verses of the song. And it's powerful, yet beautiful, and very clean in some ways. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Now let's take a look at the pre-chorus and chorus. Very interesting, very unique. It's very small little chords that are played across the chord, and they're a little challenging at first, but once you get the hang of it, they're pretty easy and very fun to play, and it really gives that song a really cool vibe. So let's rock on, shall we? Okay, so this next song we're going to look at is a really good one. It's called Notorious. Released in 1987 off the album of the same name, this song has a bit of a funky kind of beat to it. It's a mix of their new wave sound and some rather funky kind of music too, if you will. Now, the guitar parts of the song were actually played by Nile Rodgers, but yet again, it's really cool. It's a very fun song to play and really has a pretty good vibe to it, if you ask me. Now let's take a look at some of the guitar parts. pretty straightforward song to play on guitar, and pretty good for some beginners. Now, the chorus doesn't really have a lot of riffs. It's just two simple power chords, just an A chord to a G chord throughout the whole chorus. But let's take a look at it anyway, because it's a pretty powerful chorus too, if you ask me. Okay, this next song is a true classic. This is actually one of the most famous songs. It's called the Reflex. Released in 1985 off their hit album, Seven and the Ragged Tiger. This song grew to become one of their most biggest songs of all time. It was a chart-topping hit, and it's incredible and very catchy, very fun. Yes. And the recording of the song they actually took part of it from when they were recording the music video. In fact, they actually recorded the music video here in Toronto at the Maple Leafs Garden. And it's really cool. I'll put a link in the description below for you guys to check it out. It's really powerful, and the guitar part is just very interesting, very unique too. Let's start with the verse parts first. Now the verse parts are very powerful and very energetic, and it's just little licks here and there, and not much to it. It's just they just play that throughout the entire verse. A little challenging for beginners, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. Now the chorus in the song is immensely powerful as well. It's amazing, and it makes use of power chords mostly, but it's still very powerful, and it really adds to the vocals of the song. So let's take a look at those amazing power chords, shall we? Alright, now for the last song of the day, we're going to be looking at a very big hit by Duran Duran called Rio. Released in 1982 from the album of the same name. This song became a pretty big hit and is usually the closing song in a lot of their concerts. The song makes use of mostly little small licks here and there, but it's really powerful and it's still amazing and pretty fun to play. And in the chorus, there's mostly single notes, but today we're going to focus primarily on the verse part, because that's one of the most important parts. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Well, that's it for today, everybody. This is my video of my all-time favorite riffs from my all-time favorite band, Duran Duran. Duran Duran, they have some incredible songs, and legendary band from the 80s, they're amazing. And Andy Taylor's a great guitarist, and he's very creative when it comes to creating great riffs on the guitar. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. There's a lot of great content coming soon, so stay tuned and follow my social media links down below. And yeah, well, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm Tristan from Sonic Warriors, and this is my compilation video of my all-time favorite Duran Duran riffs. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon. And don't forget, keep on rocking and rolling like it's 1985! Peace!